Hey YouTube, Travis here again. Today we're going to be talking about why Jesse Ridgway or Mcjuggernuggets channel is fake, and I'm going to be kind of bringing new evidence to the table that hasn't really been said before, but it kind of leads to the same thing. So we'll just jump right into it. Okay, so a lot of people often think when you think of Jesse Ridgway, like, you know, what you see on his channel is real. But really, you can tell it's fake because there somewhere down the line, and I'll have to find it, but I remember where it's at though, I just have to bring it up in the video, is that he actually is an actor. Like, he's like in some of his videos he states that, you know, everything you see is real. But really, if it was real, like all the drama you see between the family, then what his dad really says would have been true. Like, he needs to get a real job, his dad would have anger problems, and he wouldn't want keep in mind, he wouldn't want anybody making these videos on YouTube. But yet, somehow, all these videos of him yelling, breaking stuff keeps resurfacing on the internet. Psycho Dad destroys video games, Psycho Dad axes brother's laptop, Dad grills Wii U, you know what I mean? I mean, it just keeps happening over and over and over again. You know, not to mention, if you actually go to Jesse Ridgway's channel and look on the right side, about halfway in the middle, there's a it has like recommended channels from Jesse Ridgway or Mcjuggernuggets, and you can actually see his whole family's in on it. His big brother has his own channel. Uncle Larry has his own channel. Psycho Dad, his mother, his aunt. I mean, or something like that. There's a lot of people in his family that have channels on there. They're making a lot of money doing this. And I mean, he's a genius, obviously, for figuring this out. But what he's technically doing is he's lying to people, though, because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, he's just trying to create an illusion to make a lot of money. I mean, you know, yeah, obviously it's his job to act, but, you know, but what a lot of people don't understand, though, is like when you watch his channel, though, and you really think about it, you know, he's not really saying that they're fake, but at the same time, though, he still does them. I mean, like, take me for example. I mean, I make fake videos on my channel. I make these fake entertainment videos. They don't get that many views, but like ghost videos, and it's just me editing software. I mean, I know they're fake, and people know they're fake. But what I'm trying to say, though, is, you know, people still watch them because they're entertaining. But, you know, now think of Jesse Ridgway, though. He writes a script, he puts it on YouTube, people watch it, and even to this day, you know, they're still fake because at the end of the day, you know, when you look at his channel, you look at all the things that he said, I mean, like the Psycho series, I mean, there's, you know, it's all script writing. You know, all his videos are long, or certain lengths, which makes sense, but then, you know, it's like you can tell that that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to become a certain video editing software recorder, director, you know what I mean? And, you know, whether or not you believe that, you know, like, you know, why would he be, all you have to do is look at the videos he uploads on YouTube, and that would be your best piece of evidence that, you know, this is the way it is. Because if it was all real, then, you know, this wouldn't be normal for this family. You know, everybody hates each other. Everybody still keeps, you know, like this circular logic. Somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing. Somebody happens to recording it. Something gets destroyed. Happens to be something that wasn't really in the video. Was kind of replaced by like what is known as a clone or a decoy. And then at the end of the day, when you really think about it and you put it out there, it's really, you know, I mean, look at all the people. I mean, if it was really real, then why are there so many videos now coming up saying that it's fake? There's another piece of way of looking at it. Not to mention, if Jesse Ridgway was really, I mean, not to mention, he's not the only one that makes fake prank videos on YouTube. I mean, does anybody remember that one guy that, like, him and his friends, or he met these people on the road and they faked killing his friend. They carried the body all the way up to, like, the top of a building and they dropped him or something like that. And that was all fake. And then, you know, even though the guy, you know, somebody tried suing him for it or something like that, but they ended up dropping the cases because they admitted it was fake, but then people just kind of lost a lot of respect for him, but, like, his channel still exists and he still makes videos on YouTube. I mean, if you think about it, the people are going to make fake videos to make money, but realistically, though, it's just the way it works, though. How does Jesse Ridgway get millions of views, regardless of what people think? You know, it's the clickbaiting article. It's all in his advantage, because when you think about it, you know, when you read a title, some people look at that and they say, oh, that must be true. You know, like, for example, like, you know, in his, if you go actually look at the thumbnail, which is the picture of the video of, like, his dad destroys, that's his most popular one right now. It's got, like, 33 million views. You know, if you read the comments, people are still willing to defend it. Not to mention, if you look at, like, where he's at, you know, Jesse Ridgway, you know, like, you had him standing on the left side of the video, like, kind of kneeling down, like, the pile pile of the Xbox 360 cases, which were empty, and obviously, his dad's on a zero turn, the lawnmower, and then he runs it over, and he tells him, he's like, you can't do this anymore until you get a real job, and he tells his dad, I'll never stop playing video games. But it's fake though, because obviously, he's still there's contradictions. You have him. The fact his YouTube channel exists, the fact that all his family members are still on YouTube, the fact that they know that they're still being recorded, even though they told Jesse multiple times that they don't want him doing it, he's still there. And he's still on the internet making a lot of money. Not to mention, there's another piece of evidence that I think you need to understand. If you actually go, it's called Virally Famous or something like that. It was like an online show that was on TV or something like that. I don't know, the fact that he's there. If his dad and him were celebrating for him getting virally famous on the internet, and making all this money, then really, if you think about it, he, at the same time though, it's he makes all this money doing it, and they know it's fake. They're just celebrating it, and that's just, if he really didn't want Jesse being famous for it, then why, again, why did the video still exist? Why do they still keep coming? Why is he still around on the same popularity scale? He makes so much money doing what he does, and yet so many people don't realize it. He just, fake videos or not, he does all these things on YouTube, and yet nobody, and I repeat, nobody, once they realize it's fake, then you can deny it. It's true. You look at all his channel, all the videos he uploads, the way they play out, they're all, there's no way they can be real. Because it seems like, why does everything happen the way it does? The timing of it. Let me give you another example. You remember that one video where Jesse and his brother, Jesse's I think it's his older brother, caught Jesse playing video games in the barn. He had the extension cord and everything. He was in his dad's, you know what I mean? He just so happened to be, he told his big brother, because I don't know his name, that he's like, don't tell Dad, don't tell Mom that I'm playing video games out here. And then all of a sudden, he leaves, and then 2 seconds later, his dad shows up. His dad already knew. You just didn't see him. He was on the other side of the barn, but then once they passed through, they would be in the barn, and then all of a sudden he'd come, and then he's just right there. It's all fake. It's all scripted. He had the whole thing all written out. It's the same reason why reality TV shows are fake. Kim Kardashian's fake, but yet people still watch it, and people still think it's real. It's just to take advantage of people. Ghost videos, they're fake because you could just use special effects. Not to say that, ghosts or an afterlife doesn't exist. It's just, the way people present it on television, like The Conjuring or The Conjuring 2, which is coming up right now. That's obviously fake. Just people acting scared and everything. So it's business is what it is. It's just lying to people, taking advantage of gullible people, and then just putting it out there so people can watch it. And yeah, it's entertaining, it is, but when it's fake, though, you kind of lose respect for the guy, sort of, because he's lying in a way. Obviously they're fake, but if he doesn't admit they're fake, then it's he just it's like he's kind of being a jerk with it. He doesn't want to tell people it's fake, but at the same time though, he kind of wants people to think it's real, so he can make more money. But not because he's making money off it. Because again, I think YouTube's a real job, and I want to do something on this channel too, and I'm jealous of him because. But when you watch those prank videos, you just feel sorry for those people not because they're real, but because this is what they do. They resort to the lowest tactics to get so many views in the first place, because people don't see it coming. People watch it, especially the younger audience. People think it's real. They think, oh, it can't be fake. But you would be very wrong indeed, my friends, how Jesse Ridgway does his business on YouTube, and it will still always be like that. I guarantee you, one day he's going to admit that it was all fake, just flat out, or maybe he won't. And he'll have all this money. He didn't have to go to college full time. He doesn't have to work 40 hours a week. He doesn't have to, YouTube is a real job. It's just done differently. But he doesn't have to take because he lives in the United States. He doesn't have to worry about taking out a retirement plan. He doesn't have to worry about taking out a 401k. He doesn't have to work for minimum wage. He just boom, done. See, when you go on YouTube, the way it works, you just make videos. As long as you can record videos and you can make money off it, there you go. Now all you have to do is just make as much money as people like PewDiePie and you could get by somehow. Well, you don't have to make that much money, but But I mean, like, these people that, they make all this money off the YouTube, that's how they do it. They keep uploading videos. It's really an understanding topic, but people just don't understand how these people get so famous. It's like either you get no views or you get so many that people just watch it. Ultimately, the way I look at it, the only reason why Jesse Ridgway got where he was at was because the way he titles his videos. And, because people like watching things get destroyed. But really, if you think about it, in this case, they're fake. These prankster videos are fake. So really, if you think about it, when people watch that and they think, oh, this guy's really getting pranked. No, it's probably fake to begin with, considering that, one, the actors and actresses, the hidden cameras, reality TV show the same way. All fake, all scripted, all actors, all actresses. It's not real. It's, and people can just say, oh, it's based on a true story. Oh, it's based on a movie. Yeah, and, I could say whatever. I could say all my videos are real and deny it, even though they're fake, and I know they're fake, and I'd just be lying then. But I'd say my videos are fake, except for the video game ones, of course. But those are obviously fake too. But I'm just trying to tell you though that when if it's not so much that I have a problem with like what he does on his channel. It's just that I just don't like the idea that he doesn't come out and say they're fake, because he'd still get the same amount of views. I mean, his fans would still watch him. They still think it. They'd still support him. They would just know it's fake. But obviously he doesn't want to admit that. But hey, I'm happy for him. I'm not saying that I hate him. I mean, I just don't like the fact that he just does that. But hey, if he wants to keep doing this, all power to him. He makes a living doing what he does. He wants to write his own scripts. Hey man, let him do what he has to do. It's just how it is for him. He's obviously he seems like a really nice guy, and more often than not that Jesse is a film writer. It seems like he did what he wanted to do, and he proves that YouTube is a real job. So in a way, yeah, there is a lot of good things coming out of his channel. But at the same time, now, he can do better. I'm not saying anything bad about him, because again, I don't want people taking this the wrong way. Because after I put this on YouTube, I guarantee it's gonna skyrocket. Especially like if I put like Mcjuggernuggets exposed, fake and liar. You know what I mean? Something like that. But ultimately, all you need to know is the only reason why he got as many views as he did was because he knew how it works. The only way to get a lot of views on YouTube is pretty much get a lot of people's attention. But when you have someone who's already famous, and then people start talking about, like, saying the guy's fake, he's not real, a lot of people start to question it. Like, what is it, real or fake? You know what I mean? So obviously there's enough evidence that he's fake. But again, you just got to think. But the biggest piece of evidence, and I know I've already said this, but I'm just going to say it again. The biggest piece of evidence that he's fake is how many times he makes the psycho videos, or how many different times that you see all the skits on his videos. They're all rehearsed. They're all scripted. There's actors, actresses. His family's involved. It's not what he says it is. It's just entertainment. And that's fine. It's just, I just wish he would come out and say it's fake, but still do it, though. Because, I like watching his videos when I do, but I don't really watch them too much because I'm usually busy. But, hey, that's okay, And there's a lot of other people that watch the channel. He makes a living doing what he loves to do. Everything's fine. And it's good for the economy because, he makes what he does. So, I mean, again, other than that, I don't have a problem. So, what do you guys think? Do you think his videos are real or fake? Did I kind of open your mind up a little bit? What do you guys think? Comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, share this video. And if you love video games, if you love just entertainment in general, check my channel out too. What do you guys think?